The Nevada State Legislature is back in session to address what Governor Joe Lombardo calls unfinished business. Several bills that failed to make it off the legislative floor now getting new life in Carson City, and that includes Lombardo's crime bill, statewide health care access, and a film tax credit bill. That bill offers $1.4 billion in tax credits for movie studios to film at a production campus proposed near Town Center and Flamingo. The Summerlin studios, backed by Warner Brothers and Sony. That development will cost nearly $2 billion for construction, with Howard Hughes Holdings, Sony, and Warner Brothers investing $4.5 billion in production over 15 years. The bill being heard in special session committee today. And we want to thank you for joining us here at 5. I'm Latoya Silman.
And I'm Dana Wagner. Rooms were packed in Carson City and Las Vegas with people wanting to speak on this issue. News 3's Tiffany Lane joins us live from that area on the west side of the Las Vegas Valley where they want to build that movie studio. So Tiffany, what are you learning tonight?
Dana and Latoya, that committee is still going on right now. It's been a few hours already, and as you mentioned, packed room. There's both Democrats and Republicans in favor of this, as well as Democrats and Republicans opposed. So a lot of different opinions happening right now. Now today, I spoke with the different groups talking about why they're for and against this, and we really break down what this legislation looks like so far. Take a listen. Assembly Bill 238 is back in discussion in Carson City. The bill centers around the proposed Summerlin studios that would be built on a 100-acre site in West Las Vegas known as Village 15. And those behind the project say it would create 19,000 permanent jobs.
And I think in a time right now when unemployment's high in the state of Nevada, this is a great opportunity for us to help out, Nevadans get to work.
That's Vince Saavedra, Executive Secretary Treasurer for Southern Nevada Building Trades, that represents 19 construction unions. His team sent 5,000 postcards from union members to Carson City, pushing for the film tax credits bill to pass.
Not only were the construction workers, after it gets done being built, some of them that have the correct qualifications will also be doing the maintenance side of the project, which is a career forever after the thing is built.
Another supporter is State Assemblyman Ruben De Silva. He says the legislation will support local schools.
The bill now essentially creates a tax district here locally in Clark County that'll be used to collect and capture monies, local taxes, that'll then be channeled immediately towards pre-K spending.
He says the bill would create a pipeline through UNLV to bring teachers into the Clark County School District. But some don't believe the film tax credits are the right move.
We just feel at this particular time when we are facing SNAP cuts at the federal level, Medicaid cuts at the federal level, and various other cuts, that it is not an appropriate use of our taxpayer dollars.
Amber Falgo with Battleborn Progress says the money could be better spent.
We could reinvest that in our own workforce to prepare for AI. Training kids on how to deal with that as it comes through.
Alexander Marks with the Nevada State Education Association believes the focus should be on schools.
I think this comes just a few months after the governor signed a budget increasing education funding by just $2 per student, which was a de facto education cut. So now he's calling a special session to hand over $1.65 billion in public money to Hollywood executives.
Marks believes the tax credits will drain Nevada's general fund.
When you give away tax revenue like that, you limit the state's ability to hire teachers, fund mental health supports, improve infrastructure, all of which actually drive long-term job growth.
Now, just so you have an idea of how heated of a discussion this is, today on the assembly floor, a lawmaker actually put forth a motion to not even allow this bill to make it to the committee. Well, that failed 21-21. So again, we're going to be hearing a lot about this. This is likely not something that they're going to decide overnight, so we'll continue to provide updates over the next few days. Reporting live from Summerlin, I'm Tiffany Lane for News 3. Back to you.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. So many people watching to see what's going to happen. Of course, we'll have to wait and see.
So other education leaders part of the discussion today, CCSD Superintendent Joan Ebert and Clark County Education Association Executive Director John Velardita, who both worked on this bill, both in support of this bill, speaking on how that money will expand pre-K in local schools.
Studies consistently show that participation in pre-K leads to higher high school graduation rates, increased college enrollment, improved adult earnings, and better health outcomes.
Here's revenue for pre-K in the 5th largest school district in the state, that's sorely underfunded to begin with, that has challenges with the most vulnerable students in this state. And this is a lifeline for their education.
If passed, the CCEA says this would be the first dedicated revenue stream for public pre-K education here in the state of Nevada.